Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Today we're going to be doing surface area of a cone. So this is page 632 in your workbooks. The first thing that I wanted to show you is the 3D representation of my cone. Again, you guys sent me some really good pictures, some cool pictures of some cones. I love it. Some of you said the tip of your pencil or pen was a cone shape. That's awesome. A couple of things that you need to know, just like the cylinder, the area of the part that goes around is called the lateral area, and so that's the part that again goes around. Keep in mind that this circle is called the base. Okay, this is the base of the cone. And then the other thing that you need to know is that this outside length right here is called the slant height. This is different than the height of the actual cone shape. So the height of the cone is a perpendicular that runs through the center and comes down. The slant height is like the outside edge. Okay, and so those are different. So if you look at this picture that they drew inside of our book, the height of the cone is from the center of the base to the tip. And so that would be like where my fingers are holding the cone. Okay, so from the tip down to where my thumb is at the center. But the slant height is the height that is out here on the outside. Okay, and so you need to kind of know that. And again, remember, the lateral area is the area that goes around the cone. So if this were an ice cream cone, this would be the area of the cone. This would be open. Okay, that's the base. So we're going to be finding the lateral area, I think, for a couple of examples just to practice. In the lateral area, the formula is pi r L, where L, remember, is this slant height. Okay, so what angle or length is that angled piece on? So if you take a look at example number 1, to find the lateral area, so again, just the area of the cone around, you're going to do pi times r, which is 5, times 13, which is why they have that here. Okay, so here we go. Let's go do letter A. Find the lateral area of a cone. There's a radius of 4. So if you wanted to draw a cone, you can draw a circle, like an oval shape. Draw a line down the center, and then from the edge of your oval, you connect to the bottom. And there you have a nice, pretty cone shape. That's how you draw that. Okay, so we have a radius of 4 and a slant height of 9.5. So we're just going to do pi times r times L. So we do pi times 4 times 9.5. Let's get our handy dandy calculatore out and go pi times 4 times 9.5, and we get 119 point, round to the nearest tenth, so it looks like we're going to have a 4. Done. All right, letter B, lateral area of a cone. This time there's a diameter of 16. Let's go draw that picture again. So make an oval, put a dot in the center and draw a line. We're going to connect from the one side of the oval to the other side of the oval to the bottom of our line. This says that the diameter is 16, and our formula says pi RL. We need a radius, and so our radius is going to be 8. So we're just going to do pi times 8 times slant height is 10. So we need to do pi times 80, or 8 times 10, which is 80. So 251.3. Okay, so that's the lateral area of a cone. Now if we're going to find the surface area of the cone, we're going to have to do the lateral area plus the area of the base. So that's going to give us the whole surface area of our whole cone shape, right? So we do the lateral area and add the base to it. So that's what this formula is right here. So pi RL is the lateral base, pi R, or the lateral area, pi R squared is the area of the base or the circle. All right, let's go see what it looks like over here. All right, so on the next page, there it is. It's just showing us the net. And so if we were to take this apart and lay it out, so here's my cone shape. And if I were to lay it out two-dimensionally, I would get that for a net shape. So this is my base. This is the lateral area, or the part that goes around the cone, as you see me curl it up. Okay, it goes around the cone. Okay? All right, so here we go. Example number 2, I want the surface area of the cone. So we're going to do pi RL plus pi R squared, and it's just a matter of putting stuff into the formula. Let's do letter C. Got it. Okay, I want the total surface area of the cone. So we're going to do pi RL plus pi R squared. Whoops, I'm running off the page. Let's move that over for you. All right, so according to this, we're going to be doing pi times my radius is 4.5 times L, which is 20. Okay, I'm going to get an answer, and I'm going to add to that answer pi R squared. So I'm going to do pi. What was my radius again? The 4.5 or the 20? Yeah, so probably the hardest thing for you is to decide, right, which one goes where. Okay, all right, let's go get this plugged into the handy dandy calculator. Pi 4.5, 20, and we get 282.7. And pi 4.5 squared, we get 63.6. So when I add them together, we get a grand total of 346.3 square millimeters. Okay? All right, take a look at number 5. Number 5 is just another word problem, so you might have to draw the formula or draw the picture for it. You don't have to if you don't want to. You just need to keep in mind, what is it that you're actually finding? Are you finding a lateral area, so you're only doing pi RL, or are you finding a surface area, so you're doing pi RL plus pi R squared? Okay, so you need to kind of know which one you're actually doing. All right, let's look at letter D down at the bottom. Let's talk about Ralph. Ralph bought party hats that were in shape of a cone. So here's my cone, and it's a party hat. Let's put a little pom-pom on the bottom. Each hat has a diameter of 8, so the radius is 4, and a slant height of 11. Find the lateral area, so we're just going to do pi RL. Okay, so here we go. Pi times 4 times 11. Let's get that handy dandy calculator back out, and we get 138.2 square inches. Okay? All right, let's see what's next. Well, it looks like nothing is next, nothing but practice. So now is the time. Remember how this works? You're going to pause your screen, you're going to go try these problems, and you're going to unpause and see if you get the same answers that I do. Let's go try it. All right, so I'm hoping that you have paused your screen, you've tried a couple problems. I definitely want to talk to you about, especially one of them down towards the bottom. But let's just do a little bit of double checking. So numbers 1 through 4 said to find the lateral area. Notice I wrote the lateral area formula really big. I wrote what I was typing into my calculator, and then of course put my final answers on the line. Okay. Numbers 5 and 6, find the surface area. So again, I wrote the formula really big, pi RL and pi R squared. And then I wrote what I typed into the calculator, put my final answers on the line. So you can double check to see if your numbers are the same. I wanted to talk to you about number 7 though, because number 7, they gave you the diameter in fraction form. And I know sometimes some of you get a little freaked out by fractions. And so I started to do this in fraction form, and then it was like, wait a minute, I don't think I like that. And so I changed it to a decimal. That's why it's all like black right here, because I erased my answer. So in case you have forgotten, 5/8, if you're going to turn that into a decimal, you do the numerator divided by the denominator. Okay, so 5 divided by 8, that is what 5/8 is. Now if I want 2 wholes and 5/8, then I'm just going to add 2 wholes to that and get my 2.625. Since that is my diameter, I need to take that number and divide it by 2 to get my radius. Okay, so that's where this number came from. So again, one more time, just to refresh and remind you, a fraction, so you do numerator divided by denominator, okay? And then this is a whole number, so that whole number goes in front of the decimal. Okay? All right, so again, hopefully your answers matched my answers. Hopefully you're understanding everything okay. Same old, right? Same assignment, different day. So you're going to do page 635, page 637, but I'm going to add a problem to this. I actually want you to do number 10. Number 10 is super easy. You're just matching. Here's a shape. Do you remember which formula goes with which one? Okay? All right, so again, your assignment is to do numbers 635, 637, and then do a little bit of matching on number 10. By the way, you don't have to show me this matching. Just make sure that you know which one goes with which one. Okay? All right, happy calculating.